Hello everybody, today I am doing a 1980s kind of punk, goth, Susie and the Banshees kind of look for you gals for Halloween. I've been asked a bazillion times to do an 80s tutorial, and I find that the kind of normal 80s hair and makeup is just horrible and boring, and that's when I grew up, so I'm not super interested in it. But I thought it would be fun to do something more wild for Halloween, and I just got all of these awesome sugar pill shadows, so I thought it would be fun to play with them. So I hope you guys like this, and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do, I am taking this Sugar Pill Pro palette, and I'm taking the white color, which is the color I use in a lot of my stuff. It is called Taco. Now that I have this palette, it's all in one place, so I don't have to use my little individual ones anymore. And I'm taking a sponge applicator, and I'm just going to apply white underneath my eye. It doesn't have to be super exact because, like you can see, I line it on this side, but just make sure you get it as white as you possibly can. And you're also going to bring it out a little bit into the corner of your eye so that you can create that point. Now I am taking my Sugar Pill Electro Cute. Oh, there it goes. This is their new line. They come in these cute little boxes like this, and it is actually a sparkling pigment, and they're all bright neon colors. So as you can see, it's really, really super bright. And I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush, and I'm going to make this shape that I've made on the other side. You want to be careful to just kind of pat this onto your lid because it's a loose pigment, and if you don't pat, you're going to have it all over your face. And then you're just going to bring it in kind of towards your nose into a point. Oh, and for this I'm just using a regular Sigma brush. This is just a regular shader, just a lid shader. You can really use anything that you want. I like something with a little bit of a point to create that kind of point in the center. It's harder when you have a big, round, fluffy brush. So once you get the pink on, I'm gonna take that same Electro Cute in green, and I'm gonna do basically the same thing but on the outer corner of my eye. And when you get to where the line of pink is, you can blend it softly, but you're not actually trying to like crazy blend, because if you do that, then you're going to create a whole new color. And then you're going to pull it out towards your hairline. Make sure it's even with the other side. And you're actually going past your eyebrows with this guy. And just keep layering until you get the pigment that you want. This stuff is amazing because you can really blend it in for a lighter pigment, or you can just kind of pat it on for that bright neon pigment. And just make sure that it's even on both sides. Your eyeliner is really kind of what's gonna dictate the evenness towards the end, so you don't have to be super exact, but the more exact you are, the better it is in the long run. And then you can kind of just take a little brush and brush away the excess sparkles. So now I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I'm taking this Anastasia of Beverly Hills. It's just a pencil. This is a waterproof. You can use a non-waterproof. I just like it because it's not crazy black because my hair is red. If you use a darkly pigmented black with a different color hair, it's going to look a little odd. So I just prefer this one. So I'm just going to take my eyebrows in. And then you're going to try to keep them as straight as you can as you go outward. Now my eyebrows obviously have a little arch, and I don't have anything to cover them up. As far as, you can use like a glue stick if you're actually trying to completely cover your brows. A lot of drag queens do that. So I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer and just try to cover them a little bit. Obviously this isn't like a foolproof trick, but it's going to lighten them just a little bit. And then you can take a little brush and brush them upwards. That'll also help. And then I'm going to take my powder and just kind of try to cover the ends a little bit. So then I'm going to keep drawing that line straight out towards the brows. Now if you don't have an arch like I do, you can make full-on Vulcan brows where they go straight out, and that's very 80s. But if you don't, I'm just kind of leaving them at a point there. Take them out as far as you can without them looking kind of weird. And then when you get to the inner corner, you're just going to draw down onto the bridge of your nose and then connect it here on the inside. Give it a little bit of a triangular shape. Kind of a little Susie Sue throwback. And then you're going to fill in the rest of your brows. And then when you've got that laid down, you can just take an angled brush and just kind of blend it. This will help especially if your pencil isn't super sharp. It'll help you get more of a sharp line. Now I'm going to take my liquid liner, and I'm using Schwing by The Balm. This is my new favorite liquid liner. For you gals that have been following me, I have definitely switched liners over the years. I was using Kat Von D's, I think it was the Autograph liner, or it may have been the tattoo liner, whatever liquid she makes, and I started developing an allergy to it. It started burning and itching my eyes really badly, so I started using this one, and this one is paraben-free, all natural, cruelty-free, all the good stuff, and I find that it does not irritate my eyes, but it still has a nice thick line. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to start on the inner corner, and you're going to go out to where that pink is. I'm ashamed. I'm insane. And you're just going to pull it all the way out to where the green ends. And because this isn't pinned up, you're going to want to make that line as straight as you can. You don't want it to really wing up, so I'm going to try to even that top out. Then you want to start on your bottom lashes, and you're going to connect the point on the bottom and then just line right under that white. I'm coming all unglued, scaring myself uncute. Why am I so uncool? Now be really careful when you're using this liquid liner, especially when you're doing thick lines like this, because if you look up while it's still drying, you probably can't see because I fixed it, but it'll crease onto your eyeshadow, and especially when you've laid a ton of eyeshadow, it's really annoying to try to fix it. Okay, so once you have done that, I am taking these Sugar Pill lashes. Anyways, they look like this. They're really spidery, and I like the spidery look, especially for the punk stuff. So if they're too long for your eyes, you can definitely cut them, but I'm just going to put them on like I put on all of my lashes. Now while those are drying, you're going to take your Pro palette again, and I am using this pink color, this one right here. It's called Dolly Pop. And then I am just taking a small angled brush. You can use a blush brush too, but I like the small angled brush because it really gets in there. And you're just going to give yourself right under your cheekbone just a nice straight line. And you can make it thicker towards the top. And then I'm going to go up actually on my forehead and do a little bit up here as well. So you're kind of just going around your hairline. So then when your lashes are dry, just make sure you kind of set them down in there. And then I'm going to take my mascara, and I'm just going to give myself a nice little coat just to kind of glue your fakes with your reals. These ones I'm not actually going to use a curler with like I usually do because I don't want to crease them. I like the way that they look when they're more straight and spiky. If you can see from the side, they just kind of stick straight out, and that's kind of more of the 80s punk, weird kind of look. So now I'm going to take this Wet n Wild liner. It's just kind of like a dark purpley auburny kind of color. I'm going to line my lips with it. Now my top lip, I'm going to give it a really accentuated Cupid's bow. I have a pretty sharp Cupid's bow, but I'm going to really over accentuate it. Then I'm going to take this pink lipstick by Buxom, and I'm just going to slap that sucker right on my lips. So there you go, makeup is done. So let's do hair. Okay, so hair is going to be super easy. All you need is some hairspray and a teasing comb, a couple bobby pins, which are in my hair already, and a hair tie. So I'm actually doing this on day-old dirty hair because you want the tease to really stick. And if you have bangs like I do, sleep with them pinned back while you're sleeping, and that'll help them kind of stay up. It actually is really helpful if you have short bangs because they'll give you that like cool spikiness. So you're just gonna tease your bangs. You want them to just be kind of crazy. Give them a spray. And then just kind of form them the way you want. I always like doing the bangs kind of off to one side. Then I'm gonna tie my hair up as high as you can get it. And I'm doing it off to one side. You can do it centered if you want to. And then same thing, just tease the crap out of it. And then I'm just gonna take a few bobby pins and pin it forward. This is kind of giving you that kind of Cyndi Lauper look. It's also good for you gals with short hair or with long hair because it gives you the appearance of having shorter hair. And it's really that easy, super simple. This is like the easiest fun Halloween kind of look. You can also use it for 80s parties, for birthday parties, for theme parties, anything really that's like 80s or punk themed. You don't have to be super exact with the hair. I like big and teased and kind of crazy. If you're going for more of a valley girl look, you can kind of do the same thing, but just make sure it's kind of curled and pretty versus teased and spiky. You can also change up the colors that you use, especially if you're using the Sugar Pill palette. You can really do a combination of any of these colors, or if you're using the Electro Cute shadows, you can do the same thing. So I hope you guys found this useful. I'm going to be doing another Halloween tutorial in a couple of days that's kind of way different from this one, so hopefully you guys like that one. I also have a couple of Halloween tutorials that are up from last year that you might find helpful as well. I did a pinup zombie and a pinup devil and Morticia Adams. So check those out. The links are here for those 3 videos. Hope you guys have an awesome Halloween, and I will see you on the next one.